Do you have fear? If I ask you, you would say yes. And I would agree with you. We all have fear. There are so many people who have fear of darkness, fear of height, fear of spider, fear of exams. And in this current epidemic situation, we all have fear of gathering. We all have fear of meeting new people, going out without mask. And these are common fears. There is a particular section of society that has a particular fear. If you look around, there is lack of jobs. This lack of job has created unemployment, and today the unemployment is at its peak. Because of this unemployment, there are so many workers who have fear of losing their jobs. There are so many young people around us. There is so much of youth looking for jobs. They have fear of not getting any work. After a decline of for almost 1 decade, the global hunger is again on its rise, forcing more than 700 million people go hungry every day around the world. There is a shortage of food. Because of this shortage of food, the food that we have around us, it's not always healthy and hygienic. We have a fear of not getting hygienic and healthy food. Democracy. The democracy that allows us to have our own lifestyle. The democracy that allows us to have freedom, freedom to speak, freedom of our own language, freedom to choose our own religion, freedom to practice our own belief, freedom to express our own views. That democracy itself is in danger today. If I talk about various sources about arm industry, in the year 2019 only, the total arm sales was around 361 billion US dollar. So much of arms, so much of weapons. And the reason? Fear. Fear of war, fear of enemies. Eduardo Galeano, a famous poet, historian, journalist, in his poem Global Fear, has tried to make us aware about the current realities, the realities of fear, and I would like to recite that poem for you. Global Fear. Those who work are afraid they'll lose their jobs. Those who don't are afraid they'll never find one. Whoever doesn't fear hunger is afraid of eating. Drivers are afraid of walking, and pedestrians are afraid of getting run over. Democracy. Democracy is afraid of remembering, and language is afraid of speaking. Civilians fear the military fears the shortage of weapons fear the shortage of words. It is the time of fear. Women's fear of violent man and man's fear of fearless women. Fear of thieves, fear of the police. Fear of doors without locks, of time without watches, of children without television. Fear of night without sleeping pills, and day without pills to wake up. Fear of crowds, fear of solitude, fear of what was and what could be, fear of dying, fear of living. Fear of dying, fear of living. This poem was written ages ago, but still today, this is so relevant to us. And I believe if we don't live peacefully, this poem will be relevant in coming future as well. Thank you so much.